Hi guys, welcome to the Headphone Show. I just recently got back from CanJam New York, and it was a ton of fun. It was an awesome experience. If anybody has a chance to go, I highly recommend it. But this video is going to be the first in a series of videos where I go through my impressions of the show. I'll do an overview video of everything, just my trip to New York and stuff, which was also just a ton of fun. But for the moment, I want to talk about the Abyss Diana Phi DMS mod. This was actually one of the first things that I got to try out at the show. And for any of you who are unaware, DMS is a popular YouTube reviewer. I'll leave a link to his channel in the description. He now works for Abyss, and so he was able to take the Diana Phi and modify the pads and the headband, and I believe he also removed the front cover, the protective cover of the driver, and this resulted in a much improved headphone. But I did a quick interview with him, so I'll let him tell you all about it. Here with DMS, and we're at CanJam New York. Stuff going on.
Yeah.
And he's got a new Abyss headphone that he wants. Oh, well,
I do.
It's not
well,
a new Abyss headphone.
Not exactly a new one, yeah.
Like
More of a custom thing. They technically sell it like this, but you have to request it. But I don't even know where you want to start with this. I mean, you tried it. Oh, I'm the cameraman now.
Yeah. So I evaluated the Abyss Diana Phi, and I was not thrilled for the comfort. And I was also, there were certain things I liked, but I wasn't fully in love with it. And then I'll turn it around here. And then DMS here decided to modify the pads and modify the headband.
Right, so this does have a slightly thicker headband on it. There is a prettier revision of this since then.
Yeah.
This one is just like a real rough prototype, but there are prettier ones since then with the headband.
But it feels amazing.
Yeah, and then these. So I went through this and I took out about 1.5 millimeters of foam all along the front and the top, and then put the pads back together. So you can tell it's a little bit looser on top.
So that alleviates the issue where I found it pushed into my temples.
Yeah.
And makes it considerably more comfortable.
So it totally changes the fit. But as a result of that, it kind of affected the sound and the staging because the seal is a little bit different.
Because that was the first thing I noticed was the stage was way, like the stage depth was way more
I think for the people that have fit issues with it, this gets it a lot closer to the intended sound.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what my whole goal with doing this to the pads was.
Is the material different for the pads as well?
These pads are the same as what is on Diana Phi 2, and they're now using this pad material for the Phi.
Yeah.
And some people have ordered it with this modification done to the pad. It's just not on the website at the moment.
Right.
I want it to be on the website.
So if you were to want to get the DMS mod for an Abyss Diana Phi, what would you would just do a custom order through Abyss?
Well, you would just go in and when you order something, put it in the notes, because there's like a thing you type in, like requests or notes, just put DMS mod.
All right.
And so I'll be sitting there on a table messing with some pads like it's got to be perfect.
And so hopefully this becomes something that then is regularly offered.
I would like it to. I mean, even if it doesn't, I'm glad that they're giving me the opportunity to do this, because I feel like this can get it in the hands of more people.
Yeah.
It's something that I really strongly believe in. And the reason I did this initially was because I wanted to be able to wear them all the time, because I love them.
Yeah.
So, I mean, this is my personal pair. This is my daily driver I brought with me.
And they look cool too. I mean, they're the panda.
Yeah, no, we got the matching.
The real panda.
This is the actual panda. We even got Bluetooth right here. We're all set, man. You better look out, Drop.
Yeah. Now, as it happens, shortly after the show, Abyss put the DMS mod as an option on their website. So you can actually select that, and you can now buy the DMS modded Diana Phi, which I highly recommend. The detail retrieval was also improved. I'm not 100% sure it's better or on the same level as the LCD4. I'd have to have them side by side to be able to make that judgment. But it was definitely improved over the stock Diana Phi. And I think this has to do with the removal of the protective cover. I was chatting with one of the gentlemen over at the Abyss booth, and I got the sense that there's a risk that removing this cover could lead to the driver potentially being damaged just by environmental factors, reducing the longevity of the headphone. But if you do select the DMS mod, you'll get the changes to the pads, and this does yield improvements to the sound on its own. To be more specific, the lateral definition for depth and stage was dramatically improved. It's still not as far forward or deep as far forward, but the overall sense of stage was a big improvement. And the frequency response was also a little bit improved. I was actually comparing the stock Diana Phi with the DMS modded one, and I found that with the stock Diana Phi, there's still a little bit of a rise there at 1 kHz, which has a tendency to cause a little bit of mid-range congestion there. or upper mid-range congestion, depending on how you define it. And with the mod, with the DMS mod, that wasn't there. And then also the DMS mod yielded increased bass response, which was a little bit much for my taste, but I think a lot of people will like this. And just as DMS was saying, with his pad mod, I think that's the way that the Diana Phi is intended to sound for most people. It's just that the pad mod allows that fit to be a little bit more universal. And I think that's a good thing. I think the DMS mod has done a great service to anybody who is looking for a lightweight and comfortable planar headphone that doesn't compromise on technicalities. You know, for those of us who don't want to wear these crazy, huge, bulky headphones, the DMS mod for the Diana Phi is a fantastic step in the right direction. Anyways, that does it for this video. If you guys want to learn more about headphones and related audio equipment, I'll leave links to the community section below, as well as a link to the CanJam impressions thread where other people are giving their impressions as well. All right, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.